up. It's Monday. Wake up, get out of bed.
Get out of here, Bob. Happy Monday, everybody. It's 5:34 of the 30th of March. Oh my gosh, March is almost over.
Like a lion, out like a lamb.
Yeah. Happy Monday, Deeds. What's shaking?
Monday it is. Not too much. Just another manic Monday. It's the last home stretch of the month in March. I've got 2 jobs in the books today and looking forward to it. It's gutter cleaning and then a last minute pool cleaning, pool deck cleaning emergency. Somebody had to have furniture delivered on Wednesday, so they need it done today or tomorrow. So I can fit them in. I'm getting it done. And yeah, just a couple other estimates up in the air. Things are good. How's your week?
The week is going to be crazy. This past weekend was insane. I apologize. I'm a little late this morning. I literally just woke up, gang, less than 10 minutes ago. This weekend was pretty busy. My mom has been in town. My brother Jimmy's been in town. So Friday night I was over at my brother Nate's, and then Saturday, the hell did we do this weekend? So Saturday we had my nephew's gonna have
Bar mitzvah.
my nephew's wife. No, my nephew's wife is having a baby. So we had a baby shower at my brother's, and then Maurice's cousin is gonna have a baby. So they had a baby shower over at her house. And then yesterday, what did we do? We had a birthday party for Julian at my house. So yeah, it's just been a nonstop weekend.
Don't stop till you get enough.
Yeah, I got enough. I'm full.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
last night.
What's that?
Hopefully you got enough sleep last night.
Well, I went to bed at a decent hour, but I actually went to bed upstairs in my own room, in my bed. Yeah, Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays I usually sleep downstairs because I don't want to wake everybody up at 4:45 in the morning when my alarm goes off. I set my alarm. I thought I set my alarm, but it did not go off. So yeah, that's where we are today. That's why I'm a little behind the 8 ball. Exactly.
It's Monday.
It is Monday, and Billy is probably, knowing him, he's probably on his way to the first gig of the day. Matter of fact, I'm going to text him right now.
Nice.
We have a in and out that he's starting around 6, and then a downstairs lower level exterior only on a 2-story over by my house. And then there's another something that could be possibly going today. But yeah, and then tomorrow we've got two gigs. Wednesday we've got, I don't know, 6 commercial accounts to do, something like that. And then Thursday's the big job, and Friday. So
cool. Fingers crossed on that big job to get all the scaffolding down out of your face.
Yeah, I hope. Stop, Bob. Nick says, stop yawning. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I want to say good morning to Nick Anderson, Eric Leonardo. Damien says, put that creepy damn leg away. I'm telling you, man, I'm sorry. I just literally woke up. Put that creepy little leg away. That's funny. The year is flying. It totally is. That's from Jake. Squeegee Chick is here. The nephew's wife, her name is Taylor. They are having a little baby girl, and my wife's cousin is having a baby boy. So
neat.
Tyler Levi Smith and Damian Schreckengoss, thank you all for joining us this morning. What are you guys up to today? What is everybody doing? Spring has sprung as the weather changed for everybody. No more snow. I don't know what's going on in the Northeast.
It's getting warm. It was cold.
Yeah, is Tom finally dug out of the snow? Squeegee Tom, where you at? Let's hear what you're up to.
Holla back, dog.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been an eventful weekend. I didn't really get it. Normally you and I chat a bunch on the weekends. I didn't really talk to you this weekend. What did you got? What did you have going on?
Sunday we did a big church Easter egg scramble thing with the kids and whatnot. Saturday, I think had a morning job. I didn't talk to you on Friday, but Friday was a hell job or a hell day for me. I did, was it? It may be Wednesday. Can't remember which day, but I did like 3 in a day. Forgot I had a job. Lady called, where are you for my windows? I'm like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
told her that today. Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, this weekend I got the yard done. She's starting to look really nice. We just did some rain here in Houston. This week, like I said, got a few juggling some jobs. Nothing's really solid because I just go as we go. But it looks like rain this morning, but it's probably just a hazy fog, and it's going to trick us. But we're going to have a good week in the 80s, so it's working every day all week, so it's awesome.
Nice. And you have stuff scheduled every day?
Well, I have a couple jobs that are up in the air for scheduling. I just have to reach out and solidify.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't even checked the weather yet this week. I just assume it's going to be hot. I mean, I don't see anything. I haven't heard anybody saying, hey, we're going to have this and that.
109.
Yeah, I don't have any of that. So I see high 90s today or low 90s today, 92, 86, 80, 82, 81, 81, 89, 89, 89. So back to normal is what it sounds like. I think we went on like a 8 or 10 day run of excess of 100 degrees. And that was just in early March. That's insane. We're supposed to be in the low to mid 80s. So, 15 degree increase is a little out of control. Nobody needs that. So
yeah, just got a text from a customer. The customer that I'm going to has to have their patio power washed today because they're getting furniture delivered Wednesday. So I just texted, last night, like, hey, is he gonna have that furniture moved because it's couches and all that crap? And he's oh yeah, my housekeeper's gonna take it all. She's gonna get it tonight or in the morning. So he just texted me now and said, I'm gonna need your help when you get here moving all the furniture into the garage. Son of a So I gotta put a little $25 additional fee onto the invoice for the Lemon Pledge movement fee. I'd take the furniture. Just kidding. I don't need patio furniture.
I do, actually. Yeah, too bad. I actually do need some patio furniture. The sun burned up one of like the chairs that we have or whatnot, and
it does.
Yeah, so now it's about time for me to reinvest in some new furniture. And oddly, patio furniture is so fucking expensive. At least the quality patio furniture. I don't know.
You can get the shit from China from Lowe's or Home Depot, but
yeah, that's what burned through. I mean, I have one of them is you screw everything in yourself and you put everything together, and then after about
flat box.
Yeah. After about 5-6 years of that, it's been destroyed. Animals sleeping on it, kids jumping and whatever. Those little Allen wrench screws can only hold so much weight after so many times.
Yeah, I got my Allen wrench drawer.
Yeah,
all about that guy.
742 of those.
Yep, one, and you're like, what did I need this for? How many of these do I have? And he's gone, but he'll be right back, folks. Brought to you by Sorbo rubber. It works.
Sorbo rubber. It works.
It works. Speaking of rubbers, I hope you guys change your rubbers. It's spring. You're starting to get those accounts. People are starting to call. You're getting busy. If it's been sitting on a shelf for a while, go ahead and change it out. You'll be surprised.
I need to do that big time this week. I've noticed a bunch of my shit because I usually go through and I'll change every single one, not just I'll change 20 channels, and then I know that I can just grab a new handle or grab a new channel whenever I need it for the job. Oh, is it lovely? Let's see here.
Click.
There he is. So yeah, I usually change all of my channels at once, and that way, if I notice a kink in one and I'm on the job, I just grab another channel. I usually carry 2 18s on me, and then a small, I don't know, a 5 or something. And I noticed that I was at my aunt's house on Friday doing a job. She lives in this brand new ass neighborhood, and on Friday I was getting extremely frustrated at her house. Lovely home in the mountains of Northeast Scottsdale, big ass boulders. You've been up to Northeast Scottsdale where there's
it's beautiful.
Yeah. So big ass, really pretty rocks and all this, and they're still building homes in her neighborhood. And I do her home probably every 3 to 6 months. And
nice.
She's been there 2 years now. And I just went and cleaned her windows again on the back porch, and there's overspray all over her fucking windows. The people like across the way, wherever they're building the new homes, the builders and the contractors are just fucking spraying paint whenever they want, not even paying any attention to the wind or whatever. And it's like, I can't even clean these windows. I mean, I could, but it's going to be a construction, like, you know what I mean? It's a big ass.
Yeah. The damage is done.
Yeah. And I'm like, Keek, I can't even like really clean the windows because it's damaging my rubbers because the paint is so uneven and it's all over the fucking place. And then even when I go to slide the rubber, even if I were to just wet it and clean it, it's actually dragging some of the paint. So it's smearing it. And it's like, what normally takes me like a 2-hour job turned into like a 3-hour and 10-minute job because I spent like 40 minutes on this one fucking window. And
what about water-fed polling?
So I brought it, but I didn't. I brought my big one, and she has a tight space in the backyard that require like I need a smaller. Like I have the Atom, and it works perfect for that. But I didn't bring it that day because I wasn't planning on doing the fucking water fed. I was planning on, you know what I mean? Like you plan for certain things, and that wasn't in my plan that day. So next time I'll take water fed and I'll probably do it. And you know what? I may even buy one of those little Michael Koleski's selling those little steel wool holders, you know?
The magnet steel wool holder?
Yeah, I might even try one of those. I mean, I have 6-inch blades and all that stuff too, but I wasn't trying to get involved with that. Like, I don't want to be charging her.
Liability and bullshit. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah. You need to get her to get all riled up and sue somebody.
But I was getting riled up for her on her behalf, and it's like she doesn't even care. Like, they're over it. It's a brand new fucking, it's a brand new house, and like they've already gone through all these stupid ass hoops with these contractors and these builders, and she's just kind of done fighting the fight. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm over here sweating my ass off, getting all angry about something that doesn't even affect me except for my paycheck.
These fucking pricks down at the bowling league. I don't roll on Shabbos, you know. Yeah, just give her the water-fed pole treatment. Knock $30 off each visit because it's, saving you time.
I already knocked enough off. I don't want to be knocking any more off.
All right.
Yeah.
That's why you can't be scraping, because then it's your window.
I wish she lived closer. I would do it for like nothing, but it's like a 50-minute drive there and a 50-minute drive home. It's a pain in my ass. Yeah, I mean, she's my aunt. She's the best, but like, I can't just.
I thought it was a random stranger.
No, it's my aunt. It's Aunt Kiki. Do you love me? You know how it goes. She does. I don't. She's a fellow Leo baby. My aunt's only babies. Yeah, my aunt's only 12 years older than me. We're more like siblings of fucking aunt and nephew.
Jason's mom's sister has got it going on.
Hey, damn, these dogs are going crazy.
Jumping off the top rope, getting the cat.
Yeah, so all three of us slept upstairs last night, which is weird in itself. Yeah,
the lottery today. Yeah, I fall asleep on the couch every night, and I go up at like 3 a.m. and then I get 3 more hours.
Marisha should play the lottery. She's the one who was the winner last night. She had all of us in bed. She's the winner.
Did you remember to start the dishwasher?
Somebody did.
Somebody did. It's Marissa.
Somebody did.
Marissa explains it all. How to do it. But any emergency text? You forget to schedule somebody this morning?
No, this is another local window cleaner. He just hit me up. He's asking me about some screen cleaner.
All Very nice.
Yeah.
The solution or the actual device by Zero?
He was just asking me how I linked up with the screen, not screen cleaner, the screen company.
Yeah, let me tell you all my secrets. Let me tell you how to go ahead and get screen guy business. Good luck, kiddo. Just kidding. We love all our neighborhood window cleaners. But yeah.
Yeah.
Weird. Well, speaking of that, I had a customer with the sidewalk cleaning for the nails salon that I did. They haven't paid the payment, so I sent them a nice text with the before and after photo. Go ahead.
You go ahead. You finish.
Oh. And so long story short, I'm like, hey, the invoice is still hanging. What's going on there? Is everything okay? He goes, well, it doesn't look that much better. I was like, well, you had a random oil stain that I put degreaser on, hit it with some hot water, and it still didn't come up very well. Well, I was talking with this guy about it. It was a homeless guy who vomited and shit there. I was like, are you serious? Like, that was not mentioned in our previous conversation.
Yeah.
That it was, I figured somebody dumped coffee or parked a motor scooter, right? So I didn't treat it with an SH or an algicide or anything. So he was like, well, it still kind of looks like crap. I was like, that's because it is. And our level of clean wasn't justified. We didn't talk about it. So he's like, well, don't worry, man. I was intending on paying you. I was like, well, then let's go ahead and do that yet. So after payment is remitted, I'll stop by and hit it, with a mist of organic, SH type stuff. Hopefully it'll lift the puke and the vomit right out. But if I would have known it was homeless guy puke and vomit that he was concerned about, I would have raised the price a lot for like a biohazard fee. So that's one of those customer red flaggers that get you, that you should watch out for, or at least I should ask better questions. Like, are there any stains that you need removed? Do they happen to be from a homeless guy's ass and mouth at the same time? In the future, you may want to stop having benches outside your business, because then homeless guys will use that as a toilet, kind of like a yellow bucket in Las Vegas that some guy pulls out of some guy's window cleaning truck.
You're funny.
Yeah. They stole your bucket and pooped in it. I'm sure of it.
I'm sure.
Gene's got a mobile toilet,
I am sure of it as well.
Yeah. And I bet I don't want to ask, but I'm sure there's window cleaners out there who've probably used their window cleaning bucket as a toilet. So somebody wants to get my number for pressure washing questions. I will send that shortly.
Send this link over to our buddy real fast. Let's see. How do I share this? Copy link. There we go. Share it to him right there. Paste. TJ, there you go. A different TJ, not
TJ and Jamal.
Yeah, not the other TJ, but this TJ, Tanner Peterson. There you go, buddy. Sent it over to you. Yeah, TP and the Easy. Speaking of TP and TJ, I understand
my daughter dropped a whole roll of TP in the toilet yesterday. So she texted me. She goes, "Dad, does toilet paper, if you get it wet, is it ruined?" I was like, "Did you drop it in the toilet?" Yeah, it's ruined, honey.
Yeah,
it's like, if that would have happened in 2020, God knows that conversation would have went. It's gold.
It's I saw something the other day that somebody posted, like there's a picture of this guy standing in front of a shed, and it's got it's stock full of toilet paper, and he was trying to trade. It was like, I got my COVID toilet paper here. Anybody want to trade for, I don't even remember what it was, but it just made me mentally flash back to how bizarre things were. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that first weekend it hit, I was walking through Walmart and saw all the employees walking around with masks. And the only thing I could think of is, where the hell do they get these masks? Did they steal them? Did they bring them from home? Because they don't sell them at that time.
Yeah.
So they must have, I want to say I don't want to say prior notion, but because it's such a large company with distributors worldwide, they had an early reaction to it. Like, hey, let's mask up our employees. It's not looking good in Nanjing or whatever. It's like, oh, Jesus.
It's
different times. Pepperidge Farms remembers.
Pepperidge Farms remembers. I remember going into Safeway or Fry's or one of the local supermarkets, and I used to always carry a bandana. And Yeah, going into the Safeway with the bandana up to your face, you look like a fucking bank robber. Like you're up to no good. I'm like, how is it that we can get away with going into the store with our faces covered?
Even the banks were okay with that too. Like,
how is it possible?
rob us.
Yeah, right.
Did you blink?
There was someone I was going to tell you, and now I can't fucking remember. Damn it.
I am the walrus.
So Billy did a job for this client last week, and I was super sick, and I forgot to bill her until Friday. When you brought up you brought up the guy not paying for the clean sidewalk,
Mr. Poops.
Yeah, so I
forgot to mention.
I have to remind that client this morning. Oh my! Yes. Oh, what a day! What a day!
What a day! Yeah. Usually a CRM will also send reminders, once a day. Like, by the way, it's not paid. By the way, it's not paid. He reached out this morning like, hey, sorry, I haven't paid it yet. Any chance you can get rid of that $25 late fee? I'm like, are you going to pay today? Yes. Then yes, I will waive that fee. And once it's paid, I will swing by your suite before it opens and then hit it with an algicide and see if I can release that dookie.
Release Duke.
Yes.
Release Duke.
Ramen noodles and crack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the dog agrees.
Oh my.
Everybody had any manic Mondays? I mean, any stuff going on?
Looks like
bidets were killing it.
What did he say? Bidets are killing it?
Yeah. Jake, dude wipes over TP all day. He loves it. And then people are installing bidets. I had a bidet or have a bidet in my rental I get at New York, and I used it occasionally. When we first got there, it's, you turn the nozzle by the toilet and it squirts you. I didn't use it at all until like the last day of vacation. And I'm like, why didn't I start using this in the beginning? It's cold. I'll give it that. It is cold, but it works. So Americans, listen up. Get your bidets. You can get it on Amazon. It'll be there in 2 hours. Mm-hmm.
What's the last thing you bought off of Amazon?
Good question. My wife bought wallpaper.
How'd that turn out?
It's turning out very nicely. She's taking over this office now. She's going to give me my wall of fun over here. I got rid of my whiteboard. That's gone. Kylie's moving in the office. She's sitting in the chair now doing the dispatching. And so that's going to be her full-time thing mostly. And I'm still cleaning. So this is very nice. I've got my books and shit up here. They're going to move down here. Everything's good. Everything's gravy. Bought some new paint. Went to Bed Bath & Beyond. Going to make this place nice. Make it a girly office. Get all the shelves done and all that fun stuff. But yeah, it's real nice. Speaking of like her refreshing the office, we'll segue into this. All right, you guys have pretty new things. We all buy new equipment. We have new gear, doubles of everything. Something that I'll talk about real quick is like, at what time do you retire your material, retire your tools? I've got two really cool caps that I've been wearing for a year or 2 years, and I'm wondering when it's time to flip on the new hat and start getting dirty. It's time.
Let me see the if you start seeing like crazy sweat on the other one.
Yep.
Oh, Fred just gave me a good morning kiss. That was nice.
Oh, he just was cleaning himself. Dogs.
Yeah, he just licked his butt. Now he gave me a kiss.
Just mental picture that. He's such a sweetie though. But yeah, it's time to rock the new hat.
If they get crusty, then it's time. Or if they smell.
Or if you smell it.
Or if you see some big sweat stains, that's about when it's time to retire. But if it's a little faded, or it's like, as long as it's legible, stop, guys, stop.
Well, it's good. It's a character hat. I mean, it's got character. It's been around through a lot of not washes, but a lot of days in the sun. The color black. This is what daily.
Yeah, that one doesn't look too bad.
No, I'll wait a little bit. But the other thing this is my 3-year-old gutter trad pole. Been using it for about 3 years. It's a 0 trad 12. The bottom is even splintering. I've gotten a few fiberglass splinters because I don't have the end cap. But I've had this brand new. I keep this pole in the truck at all times under the seat. It's a beautiful neon flashy one. this is what I originally I bought this like a year ago because I'm going to use this for gutters, and then I'm like, no, I love my baby. But I think this week I'm going to start rocking out. I've got a gutter clean this morning. I'm going to switch it up from old and busted to new hotness. This is also one of the newer ones with the newer clamps, so it'll be fun to deal with. But this will get more attention on the ladder. A lot more people driving by will see this and say, "Oh, wow, he's doing it by hand," or "Look at that thing." This is what I've been using for water-fed pole on the, when it's smaller and I don't need the full micro.
You got one of those little handheld on the glass ones too, didn't you?
Yeah, a nose to glass one, and those work really nice. You get a nice French panes in the front of the house that have no, the window arch over the top. It's just the 6x6 or 9x6. It works great, and I love the nose to glass pole because I use that all the time. But yeah, if you've got new equipment and it's just sitting there and your shit's old and busted, retire it. Move on to the new good thing, because you don't want to wait 5 years from now and have that pole still in pristine condition. Like, man, I meant to use that. Use it while you've got it. Put it on those old boots.
Let me handle something real quick. You take over the front real fast. I'm gonna get these guys.
I'm swallowing coffee. But yeah, the point is that this is a newer, almost feels like a different plastic than the old one. Classic carbon. Yeah, it's time to upgrade, guys. So if you've got new equipment, new squeegees, if you want to take that tie-dye American Sorbo to the glass, treat yourself, do it. It's just going to sit there collecting dust, and it's important to get your stuff working. Adam Hogan, carbon splinters suck, and they do suck. And you don't think that they're a thing until you get a carbon fiber splinter in your finger, and you're like, what the God damn, that's a long carbon fiber splinter. And that's another reason. If your shit's broken or twisted, don't wait until it catches fire or something stupid. Get rid of it. Get the new one. As far as hats, I last year I started like this hat. And the first or second day I had it on, brand new, I did SH cleaning the chimney and had overspray on the hat, so it already had it speckled and all effed up. So you can't win, guys, but you can't keep it forever, and you can't take it with you. So use it or lose it. The carbon fiber squeegee that I've got hanging in the garage, I use that for interior cleans because it's sexy and lightweight. Makes you feel good. Okay, I'm using a $200 squeegee to clean your windows, lady. Chill. I didn't miss a spot.
No, I didn't miss a spot.
I did not miss a spot. Pay your invoice. I've got 2 invoices floating right now. One from a window cleaning, I think on Friday, and a second one from a gutter cleaning that Friday also. So.
Ooh, it's cold up here. Fucking fans on high. I don't even know what the damn. There we go.
High above me, it's so lovely. That song.
Sure.
She's so high. I can't hit the note. Got the pollen in my throat.
Who is that? Is that like one of the Gavin or something? Gavin
Got a name.
DeGraw or
She's so high. I'm gonna say stuff. Todd something. Todd.
Dude wipes over CP all day. What did I miss?
Oh, you missed. We were talking about. I told everybody I had a bidet at the place I stayed at, and I only used it the last day, and I kind of regret it because it was like that works. Then the next time I came down, it was Halloween, and it was like 39 degrees outside, and I used it forgetting that it's cold water, and it was cold, but it worked. It was cold. I was like, whoop, yep, that's cold. We're not going to press that button again. Let's use the total. Let's use the seashells. Yeah.
It needs to be warmed, is what you're telling us.
Please warm the water, sir. You need a longer hose to reach into your warm water spigot. Yeah. Or you could just, get rich, buy one of them built-in bidets into a rich man's
anything
toilet.
Good or anything catch you on the news this weekend? Did you watch yesterday UConn Duke? Did you watch that? That was about the most insane end to a basketball game. Okay, so Duke is kicking the shit out of UConn for basically the entire game, minus the last 6 minutes or so. UConn slowly makes this trickle run. All of a sudden, they're down 5. All of a sudden, they're down 3. Then about 10 seconds left. UConn Is down 3, 8 seconds left. They throw. Duke throws the ball in. Looks like they basically have it wrapped. UConn gets fouled. They're down 2 now. Duke is bringing the ball back up the court, turns the ball over. Dude steals the ball, passes it, gets the ball passed back to him, and he nails it just beyond half court to win the game with 0.3 of a second left.
That's going to be on the ESPN repeat playlist.
The goosebumps are real. Just talking about it from yesterday, it was absolutely fucking insane. We were having a party at the house yesterday, and like 10 or 15 of us are sitting there just watching it, and everyone's like, "Whoa!" It was awesome.
Yeah. So yeah,
that was
unless you had money on Duke, then you're like, damn.
I did not. I don't have
dog in the fight.
I didn't have a dog in that fight, but I figured it was going to be a good game, but nothing like that. Like Duke basically ran away with it in the beginning. It looked like
did it catch me?
Yeah, they were up by like 18 at some point, so it changed.
And they got Air Bud or like Angels in the Outfield or The 13th Man or whatever movie that is. Came back
for sure. Adam Hogan Jr., you getting some Pokemon cards going? Let's see what else we got.
Pokemon.
Someone might explode. Send it back to WC. And Damien won a giveaway over the weekend, I guess. That's pretty awesome. I'd love to see what's all in that. That'll be pretty amazing.
A nice Craig Hensel special, and that's rolling with the window cleaner care package. That's awesome. Yeah. Congratulations, Damien. Very nice. Yeah, so I think Zero this week has 15% off their systems going on right now. 15% off Zero systems on the zeroproducts.com. I think WCR has 15% off towels. So if you need fish scale towels, you need recycled surgical towels or squeegee life towels, hit them up. 15% off. Back to you, Bob.
Back to you, Bob. Bob's downstairs. He's finally being quiet, little shithead.
Oh, he's taking a nap with those big floppy ears.
And Fred's like down at the bottom. So I'm at Maurice's desk upstairs, and Fred's like underneath. Oh, that feels good. He's underneath the like where my little cold feetsies go, and he's just sitting. He's sitting his warm body on my cold toes.
Dog jowls.
Yeah.
So they're good for warming the tootsies.
Oh man, got to buy some Pokemon cards for my kids to bribe them for this drive this way.
Pokemon.
Sounds like Jessica Battle said her kids are on spring break this week. My kids are already. This is their second week back in. Julian gets his license a week from today.
Insurance rates, catch them all.
Do you know that's what I have to do? I think either one of these days this week, I have to sit down and call 6 different insurance companies and go through them and find out what the best deal is. And I am not looking forward to doing that. That is not my wheelhouse. That is not something that no one likes doing that shit. But my patience level is like, you guys know, it's like minimal.
You might be able to do online quotes.
Yeah, but I'm even worse at that. I'd rather talk to somebody than it is having me type in fucking 3 different VIN numbers, 3 different social security numbers, 3 different, you know what I mean? Just 3 different driver's license.
Tell me your VIN number. Did you say X or 8? Yeah, good luck with that. My daughter is 11, so I've got 5 years to worry about that.
Yeah. Well, maybe by then they'll figure out something easier to do than this bullshit.
Well, AI will say, well, we already know she lives at your address, so you're good.
You know what else I fucking did this past weekend that was ridiculous? I spent $93.25 on a fucking tank of gas. That's the most by like $20 I've ever spent. Absolutely fucking insane. Pardon my French.
What's the price?
It was like $4.89. That's I'm like,
you're not even in California.
I'm about ready to start stuttering. That's how pissed off I was. Like yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. That's aggravating.
$93, bro. $93.25.
Show me $93. Ding, ding, ding. That sucks. That's a lot
When
of
I
gas.
got so after I stopped drinking, and I got some shit changed around. I used to have a Honda Element, and I could get that car filled
You're
up
out of
for
your element.
Yeah, I am out of my element. I could get that truck or that car filled for like between $50 and $57. And that was 6 years ago. So times obviously have changed. Almost 7 years ago. It'll be 7 years ago in a week or so.
Congrats.
So yeah, that I don't even know, man. Just thinking about the $93 is getting me worked up.
Ooh, gotta drive all over Scottsdale.
I gotta make sure I fill up in the certain areas. You gotta go to the cheap hood. You know what I mean?
Scottsdale is like what Demolition Man. Remember like Demolition Man, where they had like the really nice Taco Bells. It was all glitzy and famous. Nice. That's what Scottsdale is like. It's like everything. All the Taco Bells are sexy.
Yeah.
Gas is expensive. You can get rolls and lattes on every corner.
And I wasn't even in Scottsdale. I was I was on the west side, but I accidentally filled up at a 7-Eleven. And the 7-Eleven, I wasn't paying any attention.
Just don't put your card in there, bro. Gotcha.
Got him.
But I mean, if we look at the grand scheme of things, 10 cents at 10 gallons is $1 extra. So you would have spent like 89 or 90, $87. But it's a pack of gum. It's a Twix.
It was insane is what it was. It was insane. Squeegee chick stickers. Let's see. Sounds like Jess is also going to be going to do some fun stuff over at Detroit Sponge. That ought to be cool.
Cool.
Tyler's got some estimates to give. That's awesome. Is anybody doing any big projects this week? I definitely want to hear about those. I know we got some fun guests coming on this week. Our partner, Mike Mathews. I got to call him this afternoon, link up with good old Mike. It sounds like he's got some stuff to tell me. I'm looking forward to hearing about that. Maybe some changes going on for him. I know he's looking at buying a house.
Awesome.
I think changes can be good. So he's been doing some fun things. That was one of his first seasons in the window cleaning. So wintertime was kind of a lull time for him. Sure. He's about ready to, start springing things back up into action, which will be good for him. He'll be busy May, June, July, August, September, probably even into October, which is a good thing for him. So I'm looking forward to seeing Mike this week. And then we got John LaLiberte, who's supposed to come on Friday. I got a message early, or I don't know, late last night or early this morning when I first saw it. I guess he sent it to me yesterday, but he sent me a phone number. I didn't call it. I don't know what it is, but I'll have to take a peek and see what he's up to. But yeah, John LaLiberte on Friday and Mike Mathews on Wednesday.
It's the number to Miss Cleo. Call me now for your free psychic reading. Change your rubbers. That's what the number he gave you was. Miss
nice.
Cleo. They got a Netflix or an Amazon Prime documentary. It said, "Call me Miss Cleo" or something. I started watching it, but turned it off because Kylie was like, "What are you watching?" I was like, "Nothing." Miss Cleo. There's a whole documentary on it. Get some. Find it. Or not. Maybe I see in your not watching that documentary.
3 different net 30 waiting on. Yeah, what's nice is I actually got one of my payments to the restaurant that I was telling you guys about last week. Normally I bill at the end of the month, and I usually get it by like the 10th of the following month. I billed him like last week after we did the work, and he actually paid me ahead of time.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, that was nice. Billy and I have an agreement to where he gets paid weekly. Whatever he did that week, we're not a week behind. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
He's always current. So sometimes that's a good thing, but then sometimes it can be a bad thing if I'm paying out and waiting to receive payments from certain jobs.
Yeah, which gets hard.
yeah, it can be difficult, but yeah, it worked out all right this month. My thing is that I'm horrible at billing, and I am super lazy when it comes to that kind of stuff. So sometimes that gets put off to the very last minute. And thankfully I did not do that this time.
Yes.
So we all know that, like, in window cleaning, there's all sorts of stuff that we do as business owners, as even as techs, right? If you're working
different.
for someone else, we do wear many different hats. What is the one part of your job, whether if you're a employee or a business owner or whatever, manager, whatever your role is, what is the one part of your job that you are not as good at or like doing the least? You know what I mean? Like, for me, it is the billing.
Melinda speaking. How can I help you? Is it answering your phone? Is it answering your phone? Is it responding to texts? Is it responding to estimates? Is it going to meet the customer? Do you have anxiety of meeting them in the driveway or ringing the doorbell and pissing off their dogs?
Nope. Mine is sending out payment. Like, because I'm so used to, pay the man, motherfucker. Because I have been doing residential for so long. You know, you finish someone's house, you wrap up, sir or ma'am, I am done. Thank you for having us out. The total is $520. They pay you. Do these?
That's what plumbers do.
Yeah, some of these commercial accounts is then you gotta come home, send an invoice, do all that shit. What I should be doing is just doing it while I'm at the site and sending it. You know what I mean? That way I'm like, all right.
90% of the time, I'm Robert Redford and Jeremiah Johnson, where he's sitting on the horse and he gives like the nod. He just fucking rides away from the grizzly man. That's kind of how I am, like, on the job. Like, I'll get there and I'll start rolling up. I'm not much of a come to the door and knock and introduce myself or knock at the end. Usually I send a text when I'm rolling up hoses like, hey, everything's clean. I'm going to send out the invoice. You're going to be paying with check, Zelle, cash, credit card. And then I go from there. A lot of times, a good majority of my customers pay with Zelle, check, credit card, and then very, very rarely cash, like barely ever. So a lot of guys are like the exact opposite. I'm kind of the opposite. I want to record the payment and I want to track it because I want to pay it at the end of the year, etc., and not have to worry about, did I invoice that one, or was it a check or cash pay? I do a lot of, on the books, obvious type stuff. But yeah, I'm mostly, my CRM allows them to either click and pay with a credit card or see the information where they can Zelle me the money or walk outside and give me a check. That's always good.
Yeah, that's the best. You're like invoicing. I use something called Invoice Fly. It's an app / CRM. It's super basic. I think it'll cost like $100 a year. It's awesome for cost effectiveness, for simplicity. It doesn't go into too much detailed information. But yeah, it's like $12 a month or $99 a year. Super basic, but it is exactly what I need. It keeps everything in one area. It does all the invoices. It doesn't send any, like, I mean, maybe it does, and I just haven't figured out how to use it on, sending stuff back out or reaching back out to clients. I have not utilized that. I used to be really great about a lot of that stuff, but as time wears on and as things change, as business changes, as family grows, you put things on the back burner. It's easy to fall out of old good habits and fall into new, not as great of habits. I was really great about going back to the end of the month or 6 months ago and calling every client from 6 months back just to keep that recurring thing going. But like I said, I'm not as good as that as I used to be. But I want to hear, what is everybody's least favorite and or thing that they are just the absolute worst at? That's what I want to know. What is everybody shitty at? We all know you should be able to clean glass by now. And even if you're shitty at it, you're making money on it. So, You're doing something on it. So what is your least favorite part of window cleaning, and what are you least looking forward to when it comes to the aspect of our jobs?
Yeah, last week I had a window cleaning. Did it with water-fed pole, and the back of the house was all finished. So I went to the back and I put all the screens on the back and then sewed it on the side. And on my walk around, I noticed a little bit of the window in the top back was fucked up. So I had to fix some of it up in the air, and it was a French pane. Long story short is that it ended up dripping a lot of the oxidized paint down from the first story into the second story window. So I had to kind of wait for the dripping to stop to rinse off and rewash, 3 bottom windows that were regular windows. So something I hate is when you fuck up and clean your mistake and it causes a bigger mistake down below, like you overwork yourself.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff.
What is your weather like today, you said?
Weather is beautiful. I haven't checked it yet, but I'm assuming probably high at 85. No, that's not it. I don't think we have rain in the forecast all week. All right, high of 85, low of 64, sunny all day long and beautiful. It's going to be at 12 o'clock, it's going to be 79 degrees, so 80 degrees at 12. So it's going to be beautiful. Start to my day is gutter cleaning, coming back, doing the trailer, and going to do some power washing. Tuesday, Wednesday, beautiful. Thursday, 70% chance. It's going to be in the mid to low 80s all week, so beautiful.
Nice. 80 degrees. When I tell that bitch, please raise up off these NUTs, for you gets none of these at ease.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Say that 6 times fast. But
rolling down the street, smoking endo, sipping on gin and juice. Slap them with the late fee. Slap them with the late fee.
Slap them with the late fee. It's automatic. So after the third day, it's like midnight 01, it hits you with a $25 fee that's added onto the service. So if you try to pay the invoice, it'll correct you and say, well, it's not 165 anymore. It's 180, whatever. So yeah, definitely have that. I have that in my language too. On top of that, and sometimes, long story short, is you got 3 days to pay. After 3 days, it's 25% late fee for being a whatever. And you also, I reserve the right to get rid of your discount. So for example, if I gave you a 5% off discount on your window cleaning, so, I saved you $21, that discount evaporates because you didn't pay up front or on time.
Your verbiage in your contracts.
Verbiage. Hey, it's to protect me and the customer, but mostly myself from crazy people with rabbit and cat cages in the back of their house. Shit.
Nick says, is that a bleach proof hat? Is your hat bleach proof?
No, they're not, and that's the thing. It's what do you call it? I want to say polyester. It's a Richardson hat. Richardson. Brought to you by Richardson. It's a Richardson hat. It's not sure what
everybody was saying. Damien with Richardson 112s. I think
it's a 115 medium.
Yeah.
Yeah. The shell is 60 cotton, 40 polyester. So this part's all cotton, the top. So that's what hits it. And, of course, the overspray comes right in your face. So I've got to turn this into a don't wash houses with / chimneys and bleach. Keep it bleach free, or it's going to turn into one of these before you know it. So
it is what it is. I'm scrolling through the notes, and it looks like the text. It looks like Chuck D is here in the building, and he says he's got a busy week, but it's depending upon rain. And Daisy is also in the building too. It looks like Oklahoma is in the same thing too. So Kansas and Oklahoma, they can't decide if they want to come out and play or if they want to hide behind the clouds. It looks like she said Daisy said 5 days of rain here. Holding interviews.
Rain sucks.
So that's a great. I was just going to ask that. So if you've got rain on the schedule and you're an employer and you've got between 2 and 6 employees and you've got a week of rain, what do you do? Do you already start assigning people, hey, would you like a couple days off? Do you give them busy work? Obviously, you can give people busy work, but if you're paying by the hour and you don't have money coming in, where's that money coming from? How do you balance that out? Those. Let me know those things. That's good stuff to understand. $20 a month. Yeah, man. So Anything else good for you on the any other big news on the rest of the week for you, Deeds?
I don't think so. I've got a really large job. It's pending in the air. It's a realtor package. One of my customers, they want the whole 9 yards done because they're putting the house in the market. So I gave them the option estimate laid out. So if they approve it, I'm going to do a little happy dance and then go do a bunch of work this week on their house. But yeah, just trying to figure out Kylie's schedule, my schedule to work around and fit these other jobs in Wednesday through Friday or so.
Got it.
Yeah. So yeah.
Is she doing your old schedule?
More or less, yeah. She's working 8:30 to 2:30 or 4.
8:30 to 3:30, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right on, dude. That's I think that's pretty epic, dude. Both you. That means that's good
both
stuff.
Working. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, she was doing part-time at the kids' school, doing helping the 4 and 5-year-olds or kids, whatever, doing preschool stuff. But her dad's like, "Come on, do you want to do it?" And I'm like, "Please."
That takes a huge pressure. That's a huge amount of pressure that can be taken off. And you're qualified to where if she needs to go do something, you can stand in, which is helpful.
That's a setup there. Yeah, it's very helpful.
That is super helpful. It sounds like you guys really have that figured out. That is that will ease a lot of burden. That will ease a lot of stress.
Miss Kylie wants to come to the huge this year. So
she's like, I'm gonna save some fucking coin. Good, that's outstanding.
Well, the Gaylord's pretty nice, but I had mentioned before the homeschool moms group she's in. There's a bunch of different resorts, mini resort type deals right on the other side of Disney that have like $1,000 for the week. You can get a suite with a kitchen, no resort fees, free this and that. So we're looking at that, and then me commuting back and forth, or just staying at the Gaylord Wednesday and Thursday night or something. But being able to bring them guys to take them to Legoland or Disney, while we're not working and jerking around, should be a lot of fun. So that's what we're working for. Is our kids are 6, 9, and 11. Now is the time to make memories and to do the fun stuff with them while they're still kind of little and they're not young adults. We're running out of time. They're growing so fast.
Yeah, it was weird, with celebrating Julian's birthday. Like I said, it's not until Thursday, but we celebrated this weekend. But do you go through all of those memories? And a lot of times if you have phone or Facebook or whatever, it brings up the memories from your whatever. And it is just, man, time does not. It doesn't stand still it doesn't stand still for anyone. And it's crazy. I feel like maybe if we didn't have another little one, it might slow down a little bit because, after you get not slow down, but like when the kids are in school, I really feel like school is what makes it go. School and work are what makes our lives go fast, right? It's like, you got to hurry up to take the kids to school to get them home, take them to school to get them home, take them to school to get them home. And it just makes the days go by fast. And now it's just like, fuck.
Someone's waiting. But
there's the old mute button.
Emmett for mute. But yeah, kids growing up, I mean, you only get some more of those little tiny hugs, and then they're big hugs, and then they're, come on, Dad. It's like, kids are growing.
And then it's, hey, Dad, can I drive?
Yeah. It's the catch in the cradle type stuff.
And then it's like, hey, Dad, your mustache isn't as good as mine.
Oh, Dad. That's funny. He'll probably be able to grow a better beard than we could, or you could for that matter.
Bro, he's half Mexican. He's already got it on lock.
Well, he's already has his stash for the past 3 years.
Yeah.
See that.
Yep. Well, listen, we can go ahead and start wrapping up. I'm gonna have to get his ass to school.
Yes.
Yeah, another 5 days of that. And then I was like, hey, buddy, I'm only going to have to take you to school for another 5, this week. And then he's like, well, Dad, I don't have a parking pass and I don't really know where I'm going to park because he's only a sophomore. So you're not really supposed to park at the school. So he's like, I don't know, man. You may still have to be taking me for the rest of the year. And I was like, motherfucker.
Can you just park the Gator, take that golf cart and just park it on the football field?
I live too far. It's like a 7-mile drive to it's a 7-mile drive to his school. And to get there, you'd have to go up and around this mountain. Or actually he could take the streets, but the golf cart would not be it's a 25-mile-an-hour only golf cart. So yeah,
Gotcha.
he'd be pissing some people off. And I don't know if there's two ways he'd get there, but I don't know if he could go the one way because, like I said, it's up and in between a mountain and then down. Coming down would be dope. I don't know if he'd make it. I don't know if he'd make it up the hill though.
No, he'd need some magical ET powers to fly up that hill.
Yeah,
ET in the basket, love it. But yeah, so it's a good Monday.
Yeah. Billy and Goo.
That's right. Oh, windows. Get your fingers off my windows, ET. No alien smear marks on my windows. But yeah, so thanks for guys for watching. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you for tuning in. As I mentioned earlier, we got some great guests this week. Mike Mathews, good friend of mine, good friend of the show. I've told the story plenty of times. Mike reached out after reading an article. My first or second article that I ever published in the AWC mag. I called him up and Mike and I talked for like an hour and a half the first time. We've been buddies ever since. He let me crash at his pad when I was cruising through cruising through Tennessee. We've kept in contact. He came out to the Huge. We had a good time. We got a bunch of common interests, and Mike is a down-to-earth, great guy. I can't wait for him to say what up to everybody. And for those of you who haven't had an opportunity to meet and or get to know him, hopefully you guys get an opportunity to meet him and know our buddy Michael Thor Mathews. Yes, his middle name is Thor. Dude's a badass.
God of Thunder.
So yeah.
Friday we got John LaLiberte.
Yeah, Lala's going to be in the building. He's a high-rise guy. He also is one of the co-hosts and the brains behind the Below the Parapet podcast. And when I say brains behind, yes, he has people helping. That's Grace and a couple other friends. But John's really, really the driving force behind that. So give John a little shout out. I also know he will be moving or relocating. I don't know if it's forever or temporary, but he's going to be relocating from South Carolina to Charlotte. So we'll talk a little bit about that and, talk about what's on his agenda. So, yeah, we got a busy week, everybody. I hope your passion buckets are full. Dee, do you want to give any shout outs?
Yeah. Shout out to everybody. Thank you for tuning in with us every morning. We really appreciate it. It helps. It's good to start the day, get stuff off our chest. If you got people who won't pay their invoice, just send them friendly reminders. Hey, your invoice is late. I've got a couple in the air. So make sure people get those paid. Change your rubbers. Thank you, Chris and Alex, for everything you guys do. And I know you're working 90 hours a week. We'll leave you alone, but thank you. We appreciate it. Everybody at Zero WCR, you guys are awesome too. Thank you to Gabe, more than Gabe Gutierrez, Squeegee U, for all his cool podcasts he's putting on. It's a great show. Guys over at The Nation, we're going to do a cool giveaway. I think this week we're going to set something up for Good Friday, having a good giveaway. Good giveaway. Stay tuned.
I'm gonna get good. I'm gonna get real good.
But yeah, thank you everybody. Thank you, Jason.
Yeah, man. Deeds, I appreciate you, buddy. I got a real late jump this morning. Usually I'm the one texting and saying, hey, I'm like, hey, good morning. We both try to give each other a shout out and just make sure that we're both alive and or well and or awake. And
are you awake?
Yeah. And this morning I was a little late to the party. But yep, we're good to go. We're only about 4 or 5 minutes behind schedule, but we got it off.
Damn it.
And we're out. But yeah, tune in Wednesday when our guest, like I said, will be Mike Mathews. Appreciate everybody for hanging out there. Deeds, I appreciate you and Kylie and all you guys do. As you mentioned, our sponsors, Sorbo, WCR, and Zero. Happy Monday, everybody. Go out there and have some fun, kick some ass, take some names, and tell them Bob and Goose said what up. I hope you guys have a great week.
See you guys.